I'm going to let you all know a little secret. When I get asked, am I recording this? I will private message that person and say yes. But if I do it in public, what do you think happens? Anybody have an idea?
People don't make the time to show up.
Yeah, and I need all of you as much as I want to be needed by you, the synergy, so that you all can give some good input. Otherwise, I sit here by myself, and that's really boring, and I'm boring. So I want to hear from you all, and but I promised you some things, and I want to get to that. We have been having success with some girls that have reached out. They wanted to, restart their business or maybe take their business to the next level because they're good at what's going on. So we're going to just touch on some of that stuff. Last time, well, on Monday, we talked about, so first of all, let me start with, hey, everybody, this is Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. This is our Zoom meeting for Team Joyful. My name is Lori Cantor. We are starting this meeting and having this meeting because we are going to conference, whether we're going virtually or going in person. We are getting ourselves ready so that when we come home from conference, we're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. This is a pivotal time in our businesses. And also it's a pivotal time in Color Street. They have turned things around themselves, done a 180 and are ready to bring Color Street to the next level too. So we're going to lock arms with them and go alongside them also. So on Monday, when we were in person, one of the things, and I will send an email out with these PDFs, we talked about growth mindset. Magda did a great job adding into there, like some of the things. I got to get a t-shirt because Magda will talk about that later. You can add into that, but about having a fixed mindset compared to a growth mindset. And it was interesting. And then some of the things that we did talk about were something like as simple as, I'm not good at this. Maybe you haven't gotten an order in 2 weeks and you're like, I'm not good at this. Instead, you might say to yourself, I'm not good at this yet. I'm going to learn though. I'm going to pick someone's brain. I'm going to find a different way to do this. Or how about this one? This is too hard. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? So hard isn't necessarily bad. Hard or uncomfortable is good. It means that there's growth coming your way. So I'll send these along and you can see the difference between a fixed mindset. And one of the big things that we talked about on Monday too, about goal setting was that you want to do this. Your goal is stay in your lane with your goal and don't compare yourself because you never know what someone else is up against, whether it be better, worse at that season. Someone might be on chapter 12 of life and someone else coming in on chapter 2. So hang in there with that comparison. We know that that's a thief of joy, no matter what we're doing in life, whether it's buying a house, buying a car, getting our kids into a college or getting our kids to it doesn't matter. It's what is your journey, what's going on in your life. So when you go to conference, this is so fun. I'm going to have I'm already starting with FOMO. I just want you to know, just because we're even on here, seeing you guys, is that, believe it or not, a lot of the magic, and I know Melissa and Lori and Jess can attest to this, happens when you're waiting in line for coffee, happens when you're standing there cheering on that next person. You don't even know them, but you're caught up in the excitement and you make friends. There is so much synergy and so much goodness at a conference and coming back. We're going to talk about conference in my 10 bullets on getting to launch your business. I think Angie's going to hop on here too, because she is on here. Here she is. She's coming on right now. Angie's going to talk about, I'll hit the 10 bullets and then Angie's going to hit on some of the social side, like on social media, on posting. And she's going to be so gracious heading into conference on posting some mindset stuff so we can stay engaged there. All right, this is being recorded and I will make sure I send it out to the team right away. But I want to give a shout out. You saw that number 1, first of all, in Team Joyful this month for June was Angie Atkins. So everybody give her a cheer. She had a high volume going for a great goal. And then she was number 2 in Team Wildflowers. And let me tell you right now, April Bomber, a lot of you follow her. So she was just under April Bomber, but April Bomber's business is totally different. So I really want to cheer Angie on because out of all those, I think there's 500 on that team, she was number 2 in Team Wildflowers. And other shout outs to girls on the team we have on here Liz Falcone. She made the top 10. Crystal Austin. Who else is on here? Marty Brown also. Cheers to everybody. Wanda Gilmore. And we have Kristen Galloway. So you guys all were rocking it out for June. And I love that nobody says anything about the J months. Not in nail polish, right? When our nails, doesn't matter what month it is. So that's fantastic. All right. Let me close that down. And also I want you to write this down, that if you have a team, even of one, you want to make sure you reach out to them. If they haven't signed up for a conference yet, they can still sign up for premium and virtual premium and virtual till Tuesday. So we're going to put a list out there so that you guys can collaborate with other ones that you know are there. And maybe this will help your team to be inspired to come to a watch party. We're doing one with Sarah and this, yeah, so it'll be great. But let's touch on these 10 bullets and you guys can get on with your Saturday morning. Okay. Have these written here. Okay, so put your hands in the air if you want to relaunch your business post-conference, going into conference, or take your business to the next level. Yeah, just us guys. And just to make sure we do this at BNI, we're like everybody, because you know we have ADD, we have electronics, we've got kids here. Angie, you missed my grandson said hi, so I just wanted you to know I got him in the background. Can y'all hear his thing? Is it too loud? Can you hear that? No? All right, great. He's good. You're good. All right, here we go. So starting and kicking off your business, coming back, I want you to think about this. So right now, we all love to kind of procrastinate a little bit. So get a pen and paper and take these just one-liners and then feed off of what you want to do for your business post-conference. So you're heading there, you're ready for the excitement. What's Color Street going to do? Because we don't know what they're going to do. Number one, I want you to, and I'm going to look at my notes. I want you to review your business. Review your previous business. So let's use this as a line in the sand and let's look at our previous business. I would draw a line down the middle and say pros and cons. What do I like that I'm doing in my business? Like Sue in the beginning of this Zoom said, you know, I like that they're responding to my emails. I agree with her. I'm getting good response from emails. I know Angie is also, we've talked about this. So that's a pro. What don't I like? Well, I don't like that, you know, maybe you don't like that not everyone, but people ghost you sometimes. It's not a good feeling for growing your business and your mindset. So maybe that's something you don't have on Facebook. Maybe you don't put that much time in there. Analyze what works well and identify areas where you can improve. Remember, we talked about if it's hard, okay, so it's hard, but learn. Maybe it's project broadcast. There's another one out there called Reach. Find a way that you might take your business to the next level in the pros and the cons. Here's a really good one. Maybe we haven't done this in a while. I know that, you know, we haven't done one in a meeting in a while, and maybe post-conference, this will be something I can do a PDF on and get us ready. Set clear goals. So number one was review your previous business. Number two is set clear goals. You know, define the objectives in relaunching your business. Set a sales target. What do you want to hit every month? Put in the chats, right off the top of your head, what is one of those big scary goals? What do you want to hit every month? Angie has 2K. Everyone's business individual. What does everybody say? 700. Laura, you've been doing a great job. Great job. Both Lauras that are on here. Been doing good. 500 or more. So once we set that, then we want to wonder, how do we hit that? What do we do? How many customers do we need? How many parties? I'm going to use the P word. Sounds like a bad word, but how many parties do we need, right? And hang on, Banks, okay? Because I got water here, buddy. Okay. So how much business do we need to do to get to those goals? So kind of work back into that. If you're not sure, get with me one-on-one. I mean, I know that on Monday, Liz Falcone was talking about in-person parties and how for her that works to do that one usually gives her about $1,000 in volume between the follow-up from that party and the people that attended. She's able to share the makeup there And she feels that that does really well for her, just to have one in person. And then, of course, you know, her customers that she's acquired from before. I need parties. I know, Sue, they're coming. You'll see there's things, good things coming. Okay, number 3. Refresh your product or service offering. Evaluate your products. Do you fall in love with the balms, or did you fall in love with the powders? Do you love the new lipstick? Did you get it? I know Angie loves it. I watched her do a reel on it, and I was just, Angie, I have to tell you, you did it at, I think, at meeting, and I was like staring at you, like probably awkwardly, because it's like, that's amazing. Like she just has the movements down. So fall in love with your product again. I'll be honest, I fell back in love with my nails. Like I felt I had gotten kind of squirrely on checking out the balms, and no one has, I mean, who can do a French like this besides a, salon? I think we have the most amazing product in our dry nail polish. And I have gotten the most, since I've been using the highlighter and the cheek stuff properly, learning that. So get reacquainted with what works for your business. Does anybody want to add, do they have a product in our line that they reintroduce themselves to that they're crazy excited about again? Okay. All right. Number 4, identify your target audience. Identify your target audience. Well, go open the door and go see if she's here. Go ahead. That's Grampy. So identify your target audience. Okay, so that might mean that you're thinking, well, my target audience is, moms, or it's the girls that I work with. Well, how about looking outside of that circle? Make a circle of all those warm people and then reach out of there. Determine who is your ideal customer and understand, so now that we have makeup, maybe that will switch out for you. And I'm sure there's new products coming at conference that you'll be reevaluating, and expanding your network for sure. What's up, babe?
15 minutes.
All right.
Mom's not here yet.
I know, but she's on her way, I promise. Okay. All right. Okay. Next one is, how about a marketing plan? Like that sounds like big business, right? But Angie's going to share with us about a marketing plan that's more like online. You're going to see it. Everyone, all of us can do it. It's more, Angie, what I mean is like social media posting and stuff like that. Don't get freaked out. But I will share with you, when I do it, this is because Angie and I are good examples of, one big on social media. If I had to say that, it'd be Angie, and one more B2B like this, more one-to-one. When the 2 girls that I'm helping right now relaunch their business, they're doing it in person. The first one did her successfully, Kelsey, and Kelsey says she's willing to talk to anybody if that would help you to relaunch your business. But she did the steps that it takes to kind of go back to the early 2000s. She made a list of people. She used that FRANK acronym, friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids' friends' moms. She had it at her house and she had a theme. She did a luau. She mailed invitations with a door prize ticket. I think if you're in the local chat, you might have seen that, that worked for her. And it works for me. When people get things in the mail, they have something to hold on to because they had a door prize. That works. So that's a great way to market in person, like tangible. Also by going in your neighborhood again, maybe it's time again to go around and drop off one of the latest flyers and saying, I'm opening my house up on Saturday from 10 to 2, come by, something to that effect. That's marketing, that's in person. Or how about a vinyl sticker, even on your car, Color Street Girl. I don't know if this ever got me business. We used to, back in the day, guys, I swear I'm not this old, but we used to have a magnet on our car and we put our catalogs in there. So when we were shopping and like at Target and had the kids walking around, not that I go there anymore, but there, Walmart, the people would take them. They take my catalogs out of there. They'd be happy to do that. So we used to do that. So marketing, create a plan, think about it. Utilize social media, which Angie's going to talk about, and email marketing, direct marketing, and networking events. Utilize those networking events. There's nighttime ones. If you guys are working, go find a happy hour. Doesn't mean like, you don't have to drink, just means that go meet new people. Meet new people. I'm forever meeting new people. Leverage technology. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. I actually do use a CRM personally, but you have a CRM basically in your back office. That's for customer relationship management so that you can do your follow-ups, create a system within your business. Train and motivate your team. Like if you have a team underneath you, even if it's a team of 1 or a team of 100, motivate them, let them see what you're doing. Share ideas. That's why it was important for me not to say that I'm recording this yet, because you all are here, you're my team, and I need you also because I don't want you to be silent. Attend industry events and collaborate. We love this in our team. From the beginning, we do not compete, we collaborate, we share ideas. And you are being a part of conference and industry, going to maybe reading articles, understanding what's going on in the direct sales world will help your business as well. Doing vendor events and going to conference. Monitor and adapt. That's it. We're pivoting, right? All the time. And if you've been think about this. How long has Avon been in business? Mary Kay. How long has, even 31. Color Street just celebrated 6 years. You're part of something new. So we're pivoting. We get to pivot. We get to learn and really react to our skills. Launching your business takes dedication, flexibility, and continuous improvement. But by taking these steps and building on them, you can't do it all at one time because you're going to shut down. But look at these 10 bullets. Again, these 10 bullets quickly. Review your business. Set clear goals. So review your business. What worked? What didn't work? Set clear goals. How much do you want to sell? What's it going to take? Refresh your products. Get to know your products again. Maybe the nail polish remover. Maybe something else in our industry, in our catalog. Maybe fall in love with a different type of nail. Mix it up. How about our Color Street sub boxes? Develop a marketing plan. How are you going to share everything with everybody? Leverage technology. Train and motivate your team, even if it's just you. Build strong customer relationships. Be in front of your people, so they don't forget about you. And have fun with your business. Send them little goodies. Nothing like getting nail mail. It's so important. I know that some of the girls love to send their nails out because they add things to it to personalize and brand themselves. Monitor, go to conference and be ready to pivot when things change, because we get told every once in a while, like, oh, look at Friday, we have sub boxes, we have syrup nails. What is a syrup nail? My goodness, what is that? So be ready to just pivot and move along. Now, with everything I just said, go ahead, shoot. Any questions? Any concern? Anything you want to add to this? Everybody, come on. I must have really did a good job. Okay, all right. Moving along here. Like I said, it's gonna be a 45-minute. So Angie, would you add and participate in the, relaunching your business? What does that look like via online?
So the first thing it looks like is making the commitment to change what you have been doing or have not been doing. I think it really takes some soul searching and some self-reflection and deciding if you still want to do this. And if you decide that you do, then you need to decide the level of commitment that you have and to be honest with yourself about the time you're able to put in. Once you've set those parameters, you can move forward and start to come up with a plan using a lot of the points that Lori just went over. I mean, they also work in social media, deciding what platforms you're going to be focusing on, and then looking at the reality of the situation. Is nobody responding to you in Facebook because nobody's there, or is nobody responding to you because you have no personal relationship with them outside of sharing sale posts in your VIP group? There's no replacement for hard work, and a lot of my volume last month came from personal messaging people, whether it be on Messenger, in Project Broadcast, which is through text, or through email. You know, I use the medium I needed to use for each person, but that personal touch point is what matters most. So from there, then we can break down and find the fun stuff. And I just added in the Team Grace board, which I believe everyone in Joyful has access to. If you're not on boards and you need access to it, it's free. There are some stipulations now to how you can use it, but you will at least have access to the content, and you can save it directly if you can't use their system to use the keyboard to post it. But really reintroduce yourself, announce that you're doing this. I really like the A to Z VIP challenge that we did with Becky Lauder a few months ago. There's a bunch of variations of that in my team board, and that is committing to messaging everyone in your VIP group, starting with A. Take A, do that 26 days, you'll get through the whole alphabet, probably less because maybe you don't know anyone that with a name that starts with Q or Z. But really taking the time to message them and say, hey, I've fallen out of touch. I just wanted to reach out and reconnect a little bit. Are you still using Color Street? Are you still enjoying being a member of my VIP space? I really hope to hear back from you, and I would just love to know how I can serve you better. Always keeping yourself servant minded and not sale minded is super important. And then don't forget, your social media is much bigger than your VIP group. Your whole social media presence counts. So that reintroduction can be worded and posted on your personal socials. You can be sharing things that intrigue people. You can be sharing nail health tips. You can be sharing not only applying a twosie or how to put a set on, but how to take it off with polish remover, how to use cuticle oil and why it matters, what the strengthener is good for. And I mean, we've got a whole new world now with makeup too. So really just doing a get ready with me in the morning, putting on makeup in 5 minutes and talking about something that happened in your life that you want to share with the general public. Those are all important ways to connect and to start to weave your web of social media back together. Samples, getting samples out. And again, that's as easy as messaging people, just like we did in the beginning. Sit down, look at your friends list on Facebook and go down the line. Do you think that person would like Color Street? And we can do it bigger now. I mean, it's a little harder to do samples, but if you know someone on your friends list loves makeup, you can message them and say, hey, Color Street has a whole new line of clean makeup products. Would you be willing to product test with me? And then figure out what works for your business. I did product tester bundles for cheek products, and I sold them for $75 for 3. It really wasn't a big discount, but I included some goodies that I got off Shop Missa. I spent probably $30 on goodies, and I think I had 8 women take me up on product testing cheeks. You know, they got 3 products and then they shared a selfie with me and gave me their review. So get your mind out of the like only way we can share samples with new people is nails, because it's not that anymore, even though that is still an important foundational part of our business. I would say the next task then would be beauty socials, figuring out how that looks for you, whether it's sitting down and in home. And I do agree with Lori. I think opening your home and doing an open house type of thing is a really important piece to getting the ball rolling. I know in the beginning, that is how I did it. I did coffee and Color Street. I did Friday mornings and Saturday mornings to give all of my mom friends, those who were working and those who were not, the opportunity to come over, hang out for a play date and see what I had with Color Street, to try it on and see what they thought of it. You can do that out in public. It doesn't have to be in your house. Like Lori said, you could grab a table at Applebee's. You could go anywhere that you want and do that. But then looking forward to, how are you going to reach more people using social media? I have a lot of friends that are on the top 50 lists every month for PV. And I can tell you that most of them are doing traditional Facebook parties in groups. And yes, the total per party is probably less than it once was, but they're still clearing 4K a month in those groups. So again, it takes a lot of sitting back and self-reflection and saying like, is this not working, or am I not willing to work that way? And just making sure that if you are doing those, you have, it's kind of multi-layered now. I really like doing text parties, but I like supplementing that with a messenger chat, because then you have access to those people beyond just the 3 or 4 texts I send them for the party. Utilizing a Facebook group, but making sure that your hostess is active in there. She can tag everyone and they'll get way less mad at her about it. And teaching from those spaces. So many people know what Color Street is, it seems, but they don't really. So making sure that you are showing application and why not peeling nails is important, and how to remove, and what a good healthcare routine looks like. And all of those tiny little things add a ton of value beyond spamming a group with Color Street sales stuff. And last is just stay consistent. And that's why it's really important to bring it full circle, to sit down and be honest with yourself about what you are able to do and what you are willing to do before you start. So if that means scheduling a nail fee in your group every day for the month, then that's what you should start with. And you will see that you will start to garner more attention through it. And then that will build your confidence, and you can start to add more things in as you go. So that is all I have.
Hey, Andy, that was fantastic. Thank you for like even more nitty gritty stuff. Like I said about drawing the line in the sand, but you said it more direct. Like, are you willing to? Are you really willing to? And I mean, I look in the mirror when I say this. How much? And Lori, I'm with you. I'm back in the workforce also. So how? But I'm not. It's not a one or another. Lori Herman, she wrote in here, just re-entered the workforce, so trying to reconfigure my way on how to not lose touch with my online presence. It's intentional now, right? It's not like, you know, before I'd be like, okay, kids are off, or, you know, my day's ready to go, I'm on here, like, what am I gonna do? Now, anyone ever notice when you're busier, sometimes you're better at what you do because you only have a certain amount of time. So I'm with you, I'm back in the workforce, I've got to balance my time. And it's not an or nothing. It's being able to do both. I believe that we can do that with Color Street. We have, I have a friend, Melanie Lewis, who is she's a gemstone. She's a guidance counselor at a high school. I mean, so if she can have a profession and do this, I believe I can. I believe you can. I mean, Lori DeBerdinis is back to full-time work too. She's always, you know, and Melissa, she also works full-time. Sue works full-time. Magda, and I'll tell you this. Like Angie, this is what Angie saw in me. Besides us being, you know, sisters in Christ, this is where we started this journey. She saw that I was a mom that was able to stay home. So it is for there's everybody out there. You could find somebody that sees something in you, and if they can't see it in you, they see it on someone on your team. I'm sure you all know someone that wants to be a stay-at-home mom. I know that you probably have a ton of people that are working a job and saying, oh, wow, you can do this as well. So that's my little soapbox for a second, because I'm with you, Lori. I'm trying to figure it out too. And, you know, I think that it's just a season. I'm just in a season. But anyway, I want to wrap this up with just saying, can you guys give us some feedback? What are you excited about? What are you hoping happens at conference? Everyone give one word. You can either put it in the chat or open up your mic.
I need new mascara. Last summer, going into conference, I was scraping the bottom of my bronzer. And right now I am working on a tube of dried out mascara.
I remember that.
I think that like the best part of it is just shopping in your own store.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that Color Street releases these products and things, I'm just getting more and more excited about not giving someone else all my money.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that day when a foundation or a color correcting concealer comes through. because I did just purchase Senegence again. So that is my favorite product at this point for my face care, but I'm really excited for when Color Street drops that too. So I know it's not happening this summer, but I feel like it's got to be soon.
Never know what's gonna pop up at conference, right, guys? Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you guys are gonna share with us. Magda says lip gloss. She's hoping for lip gloss. I know that Senegence just did lip gloss, didn't they? Come out with like a lip gloss. They do it seasonally. I've got one lip gloss from them that's very yummy. So I hope we do something like that. Too.
They came out with a Hydromat, which is like it's all of their lip scents in one product. So you don't need a separate gloss, and it's like one layer stain, I believe. Who here is premium virtual? Are you all premium virtual?
No one on here. Magda. So Magda and I will be there.
Well, that's something to consider signing up for before we're done. When's the cutoff? The 18th now? Tuesday. So I definitely recommend doing premium virtual and taking the time to watch the sessions, because they are energizing, and we will have a chat with the girls that are going to conference for all the premium virtual attendees, where we will be sharing live, because you get access to the sessions, but there's a lot of other stuff you don't get access to, like the trainings and just different events that they will have going on during the day. That will be sharing any feedback that we get from in that group. So premium virtual, I mean, there's just something about cutting out a little bit of time for your business and investing into it that I think goes far to benefit you.
Okay, how about I'm looking for them to, for me on a business side, I am just looking for everything to get mainstreamed. And I know that Maisha and the two gentlemen that are in, that's their goal also, you know, because we've been all over the place, right? If you're in that, but now I'm looking forward to everything being, okay, we're having a party plan here. This is what this looks like. This is what our direct sales business looks like, because they're keeping it direct sales. I mean, this is where we're at. Will they have an affiliate program? I don't know. I mean, that's something that you guys will probably learn when we're there. They'll probably talk about that. Did you all realize too that you could, the hidden treasure, is that still in? I didn't check this morning. Oh, it's gone. Okay, then I want to talk about it. Sure. And do you know that the bronzer's back? Lori was just talking. Yeah, the bronzer's back. I mean, that selling it as a bundle isn't a bad idea. I sell them with the highlighter, the blush, and that, and have had pretty good success. People like not having
too many choices.
Yeah. Melissa.
Oh, I love that idea. You had mentioned that the other day about selling the balms in a bundle, and I don't know why I just never thought about that. So I definitely.
You know how that came up? That came up because I did an in-person party, and thank goodness I had makeup, because Melissa, no one bought nails. I even had cash and carry.
Oh, wow.
They all bought makeup, and it was a $600 party. So I was like, woo. I was still trying to get sold on the makeup. I feel like, you know, okay, I'm sold now.
Yeah, I know I've done 2 vendor events and nobody was interested in the makeup. So I'm looking for new ways to incorporate the makeup
at a vendor event, because it's hard to sample, and vendor events are typically quicker paced. That is something that is really truly going to shine at an in-person type event, and online, but definitely far more in person, because you can sit around a table and play with makeup, and you know that takes 2 minutes to teach someone how to contour their face, and they probably didn't know how. And it's just, I think there's a lot of potential there for makeup if you're willing to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
At the vendor event when I do it, it is actually about, I had the 3 out and open, and I think that they liked the bombs. They like seeing that. So they did like, the hard thing is, even in the summertime, they're kind of like wet looking, but they still sell. And I'll tell you, I didn't realize how much and how popular moist faces are. That's a big selling thing right now, right, guys? I guess it's trending, a moist face.
I do not personally like that look, but I do believe it's like more popular, like a dewy.
I just, don't like the name of it. Face.
It would be called, it's like it's a dewy look.
Okay.
Yeah, let's use the word, we'll do dewy. Yeah,
not
well,
my
with the
style.
highlighter on, you can even see in here with the sun coming in. I think it gives it more of a dewy look.
And you can also teach to the person. Like, I don't love a ton of highlighter, but I do like a little or in the right places. I've actually been doing my eye makeup since we got Cheeks with Cheeks. That's all I use. I use
The
Fashion
powder,
or
the powder.
Celebrity on the inside. I use Frisky, and then I use Savvy at the outsides, and it's my perfect typical eyeshadow.
Yeah,
Now, I don't want to send you down that rabbit hole too far because we are supposed to see eye makeup next month. Not that that's a guarantee, but that has been the expectation.
yeah.
No.
All right, so let's see. We are going to take these bullets. I'm going to send you a PDF. We're going to train on. I'm going to send the recording out to the teams. Follow up with your team, see if they watch this. Got the 10 points, and what's their mindset? Like Angie said, are you committed to this relaunch? Committing to taking your business to the next level? And let's see how we can do this all together. And Lori Herman, I'm with you. Let's see how we can work in a business and also work our business. Thanks for taking the time this morning.
Thank
All
you.
of you that are going to conference, mwah! I'm going to be praying for safe travels.
Thank
All of you that are
you.
virtual, I will see you on the watch party.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.